So watching this early voting is so interesting. We have 50 million ballots that have already been cast ahead of Tuesday's election a week from today. So in the battleground states where we have data. So registered Republicans hold an advantage with the early voters. Now, you don't know if that person absolutely voted Republican, but they're registered Republican voters. So when you add this up in the places where people declare themselves as such, and they don't do that in all the battleground states, early voters in Nevada, Arizona, and North Carolina, Republicans are all ahead in early voting, people who registered as such. While Democrats currently have the edge in Pennsylvania, according to the University of Florida's election lab, those numbers have moved around a bit, but that's the data that they are showing today. I'm so excited because Bill Hemmer is with us, co-anchor of America's Newsroom and the person in charge of the billboard and the guy who knows more about every one of these counties and how they voted last time and what we're watching. So, Bill, with the question of the paths to 270, show us a little bit of what we'll be watching on election night.
Yeah, you got it. I think the easiest way to understand this, Martha, here's what we got. Path to 270, she's at 225, Trump's at 219. Let me just make an adjustment because in your last segment, we've got Arizona leaning toward Trump right now, okay? So let's just put that on the board for the moment. The easiest path for Kamala Harris to get to this number runs through the upper Midwest. It's Wisconsin, it's Michigan, it's Pennsylvania, then it's this one electoral vote in Nebraska, that is in Omaha, and that would do it. She'd be the next president, Oval Office, right at 270 electoral votes. So let me go ahead and flip this around a little bit. Republicans feel good about Arizona. They feel good about Nevada. They feel good about North Carolina. Georgia's really interesting. They got a great website. I tell viewers to go there all the time and check it out. So if Trump were to take those states, look where he is, right? He's at 268. Under this scenario, Trump's going to have to steal one of the Great Lakes states, okay? Maybe it's Pennsylvania, okay? That would do it. If it's not Pennsylvania, go ahead and click for me, please. There you go. Maybe it's Michigan, right? That does it as well. If it's not Michigan, could be Wisconsin. So all that's possible, Martha, or none of it's possible. But that's what we're dealing with right now, 7 days out. And you can run a number of scenarios through this map and try and get to the magic number of 270.
Yeah, so that Nebraska is the Omaha area where they break out their electoral vote. It's one electoral vote in that first scenario that you showed. Show me Wisconsin, because we're about to speak to Eric Hovde, who is the Wisconsin Senate candidate there. And they've been closing the gap because we just moved that from lean Dem to toss-up.
Okay, so what we're looking at right now, this is the results from 2020. In the state of, in the state of Wisconsin, you see the margin of 20,000 with Joe Biden over Donald Trump. This is Hillary Clinton versus Donald Trump 8 years ago, just shy of 23,000. Well, I think what's fascinating about Wisconsin, you go ahead and you take out Obama's victory in 2008 and Obama's victory in 2012. It is hard for me to find a state that has been so competitive going back to the year 2000. Like in the year 2000, we're all focused on Florida, right? George Bush and Al Gore. Wisconsin was decided by 0.3 percentage points. 4 years later, with John Kerry, it was decided by 0.4 percentage points. And I just showed you this from 2016, 0.8 between Trump and Clinton. And in 2020, 0.6 between Biden and Trump. So it's a great question, something to watch. We'll see about the turnout come 7 days from now.
Bill, thank you so much. Bill Hemmer, thanks for coming by today. Great to see you as always, and we'll be watching.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.